In 1993, Berkshire Hathaway stock hit $17,000 a share, and Buffett was world famous. But no amount of global traveling could change some of Buffett's ingrained habits.
Let's talk about Warren's diet. Here are the vegetables he'll eat. Corn on the cob, French fries, hash browns, and the fruit would be banana cream pie, strawberry shortcake. I think that's the end of the fruit. He also drinks, several cherry Cokes a day. I've never in my life, and I'm not kidding, seen the man drink a sip of water, ever.
The 1990s and 2000s would be the era of Berkshire Hathaway's greatest expansion. Brought into the corporate fold was the nation's biggest furniture store, a leading mobile home manufacturer, Fruit of the Loom underwear, Benjamin Moore paints, Dairy Queen, Geico Insurance. Over 70 companies in all, with a combined 250,000 employees. Some investments flew in the face of conventional wisdom. He bought his hometown newspaper, the Omaha World Herald, and he bought the Burlington Northern Railroad.
That is the thing that Warren Buffett has done over and over, is he invests in something and then everybody looks at it and says, I saw it there. Why didn't I recognize these things all along?
In Omaha, Berkshire Hathaway's annual meeting has become a place of pilgrimage for tens of thousands of shareholders.
It's really an amazing thing. The stadium is filled, and the spotlights are on a small folding table with two 80-year-olds at that table, and those two 80-year-olds have more stamina than anyone else in the room.
Hi. He goes nonstop from Friday to Sunday night, and as the weekend goes on, he gets more energy. Can't explain it. It's got to be those burgers.
In the 2000s, Buffett was worth tens of billions of dollars, money he planned on giving away to a foundation to be run by his wife, Susie. But in 2004, Susie died of a stroke following cancer surgery.
It was a huge shock for all of us. My dad, I can't explain how much he loved her and how much he relied on her. I am going to start crying talking about this. He'll never totally get over it. None of us probably will, but she was really something very special.
2 years after his wife Susie's death, Buffett married Astrid Menks in a private ceremony. And he announced that he was pledging the bulk of his fortune not to his children, but to the foundation run by Bill and Melinda Gates. Bill Gates has been one of Buffett's closest friends since the early 1990s.
So it was, kind of phenomenal. It made us step up our ambition level, add a lot of things we wouldn't have been able to do. And so now every year, it's a gigantic gift that allows us to be double what we would have been without it.
Buffett's reputation was as much celebrity as brilliant businessman. When the U.S. economy plunged into crisis mode in 2008, Warren Buffett was again seen as a savior to many of the financial institutions collapsing under mountains of debt.
The Dow closed Monday's session down more than 500 points.
Warren Buffett is one enormous good housekeeping seal of approval. And if he's putting money into a situation, they're going to assume that he's intelligent enough to be making that investment because he thinks he's going to generate a satisfactory return off of it. And that will calm people's fears when fear is at its highest.
Among the businesses that received lifelines from Warren Buffett were Goldman Sachs, GE, and later, Bank of America. But as Buffett continues into his 80s, one question persists. Who will succeed this financial icon at the head of Berkshire Hathaway? A successor has been identified, but that name has not yet been made public. What he has made public are the political and economic causes that he feels passionate about.
I think in the last couple years, he has seen some places where he thinks if I open my mouth, it might make a difference.
What he's most vocal about is what he sees as the inequities of the tax system. Something that's come to be known as the Buffett rule.
There's all kinds of ultra-rich who pay normal taxes, but there's a small segment, but you can find them very easily, who pay very low taxes, including me.
considers himself, lucky to have been born in America at this time in history.
Well, I think he's one of the most memorable people I've ever met. He's touched a lot of lives with what he's done, and everybody that he's dealt with has made money doing it, and it's improved their life.
There are really no people like Warren where, we should sit back and benefit from the deep thinking he's done about business since he was very young.
I just have a great time every day. I mean, I am getting to do exactly what I want to do in life. It doesn't get any better than that.